Right, welcome back to Bloodstock, and we're in the sunshine on the Sunday with Dakesis.
Hello!
Hey. And you performed your little bits and bobs last night, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
how did it all go for you?
Oh, it was brilliant, yeah. We had an incredible crowd. And yeah, it all just flew by like a dream.
Is that how it is? Difficult to savour it when it's happening?
Yeah, there was so much going on in the set, so many extra things. It wasn't like we could just get up and enjoy performing the music. It was like
you don't really have time to think.
Yeah, you've got to remember your cues, and you've got to make sure you're in the right place at the right time so you don't set anyone on fire. And we had a costume reveal, so there's so many things that could go wrong. It was just like getting from one point to the next. And then I think we all said, like about 4 songs in, when we'd done all the tricks and all the special effects, we all just realised where we were and what was going on, and we all just got really into it and loved it.
And for a festival set then, is it? Do you feel you have slightly less control over what you're doing when you're setting up, or
Sometimes.
or are you more relaxed about it? Because
I think it's worse because you don't have all that time to sound check like you would when you're doing your headline shows, and you're not using quite all of your own gear, so you're relying on other stuff, and we've got so much other stuff going on around us, frequencies to do with wireless packs, and it's all very complex that is out of our hands, and we're very controlling. But at the same time, the stage crew were absolutely phenomenal, and they bent over backwards for us. So, it's really special, and it's really nice to be able to work with people who are doing it because they genuinely love music, and they're not just grumpy sound guys who are working in a crappy pub.
The crew were exceptional, and we can't thank them enough for just how brilliant they made the whole experience. For what could be, with Amy being so heavily pregnant, it could have been a really stressful experience for us, and they really took care of us and made sure that we had as easy a ride as we could get.
Before we talk about the album, I guess we'll get Amy's situation out. I mean, how stressed have you been? Has it been pretty comfortable? Because we're nearing delivery day, aren't we?
It's been stressful, but only because of the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen, so it's hard to prepare. And obviously this is something that I'd never miss for the world, and I will literally carry on gigging until I absolutely have to go and have a sit down to deliver a baby. But
using the hashtag party till you drop.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so not really. I mean, you've got the usual stresses that we'd have with any other festival, but just a few extras with what are we going to do if this happens, and a few more extra contingency plans. But it's not been too bad, really. I mean,
it's been hard work. It's been tiring, I think, for her. There's a lot of walking, a lot of being on your feet.
It is hard, and we're on. How long have we been? We've been here since Thursday, so I am starting to flag a bit.
We are camping,
and my body is starting to give up a little bit. But this is the price you pay for metal.
Well, you did win the competition. I think the most heavily pregnant lady at Bloodstock. Becky, who sings for Season's End, I think she's 7.5 months.
Oh really?
So you won.
There we go then. We're good at something then.
No trophy though, I'm afraid. So there we go. So let's talk about the New Dawn then. How long was that in getting it together and all that sort of stuff?
It was 4 years in the making, really. It was the reconstruction of Dakesis. We had a lineup change, and we wanted to go in a slightly different direction. So we took a long time to find out our sound and to reforge how the band works, how we write, how we exist. So it was a real journey getting to the album, and the album is a concept that is kind of self-reflective of that journey. So it's I think it'll go down for us as a really special moment in Dakesis, because so much went into that 80 minutes of music.
Yeah, and were the influences pretty diverse from the rest of the guys as well? Was there lots of ideas?
Hugely.
I think that this album took a more progressive turn away from the first album. But there's a lot of orchestration. There's a lot of symphonic elements. Obviously, a couple of very long tracks as well, like 18 minutes, 13 minutes.
We felt like we had no creative restrictions with this album.
When you write them, you can't sort of say, right, I'm going to write a 10-minute song. It doesn't happen like that,
And
does
that's
it?
Well, I think that actually was Adam's intention. we need a song that hits 18 minutes.
Yeah. One of them I was aiming for about half an hour, and like
Matt stepped in.
Yeah, Matt stepped in and was just like, no, we have to stop this one here.
It's the old prog influences.
Yeah. Get into the Opeth territory there.
Well, we love those like big sprawling journeys where you put on a 25-minute long song and it's like one big long adventure, and that was kind of I said to these guys, like, we need something like this. We need our Odyssey, our big journey song, and it could have gone on forever. And I think you can expect a 20-minute song on the next album. We haven't written it yet,
but it's not going to be just one-dimensional, isn't it?
No,
it's not going to be forced
that length
or
of
like
song. It's going to be broken down into different.
Yeah, you start writing something and you think this could go so many directions. Well, let's try them all. Let's see which. We do have quite a haphazard writing process like that. Nothing is ever. We're like, okay, we're going to write a 3-minute long driving hard rock song about Vikings. It doesn't work like that,
Which is good, because it means it's all from the heart,
Yeah.
from experience at the time, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we do have the shorter songs, don't we?
Punchier songs.
Yeah.
Radio-friendly songs.
But they're written for the same amount of love and detail and attention as the prog epics, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. And how difficult is it then getting so wide variety of tracks together? Is it difficult because you can have the greatest song, but if it doesn't fit with the rest on an album, then it's not.
Yeah.
We're big fans of the concept album. We want the whole thing to be woven together. So there are songs that didn't make the cut onto the New Dawn because they didn't fit in with the flow, they didn't fit in with the vibe and the story. But those songs may well fit in with the vibe of the next album.
Yeah. We've got quite a lot of ideas on the go at the moment. We've already started writing for the next album. And, some of it will make it on, and some of it won't.
Yeah.
It's a selective process.
It's part of the journey.
The story evolves.
Yeah.
And will the next one be again sort of conceptual?
Absolutely.
Definitely,
I can't imagine us writing in a way that wasn't a whole presentation. We can't just write a bunch of songs and put them together and whack a pretty picture on the cover. Every single detail, every t-shirt, every line of writing written in a piece of marketing paraphernalia, it's all part of one vision, and that's how we work as a band.
it's all a reflection of our own lives. We live such a chaotic life, and it's such a big roller coaster of ups and downs depending on what we're doing because we're so busy. And obviously we live and breathe Dakesis. It's almost our full-time job. That it's a huge reflection of our own experiences. So there's a natural concept there anyway.
One day we might write like a wicked 3.5-minute single that doesn't need anything. It's just got a catchy hook and a chorus.
A throwaway pop song.
Yeah, but it's just not how we work. We put so much heart and soul into what we do that the idea of writing something just because it sounds cool, it's not part of the vision that we have for our music. That sounds really pretentious, doesn't it? The vision we have for our baby.
So, future then after Bloodstock, obviously it's going to be difficult to pin time schedules down.
We've got a 16-date tour booked for November. Amy
no
does
pressure
not
then.
take time off. And we knew that Amy was pregnant when we booked the tour, and so we're taking September and October off completely. When we say off, we're going to be in our studio writing. So we've got 2 months in the studio, and then the whole of November we're on a tour with Fury, which is going to be the most fun imaginable. We've got some ridiculous ideas for ways that we can cross over with the bands and things that we're going to do together. So they really get our sense of humour and our idea of pomp and circumstance. They're really into the theatrical side of it the way we are. So we're planning it to be a really special, really intense tour, and Amy will have a 2-month-old baby at the time because she is
cute little headphones.
Yeah.
So maybe some custom Dakesis headphones.
Yeah.
But we're very lucky in that we don't really have any constraints because we were all working in the music industry and we all have our own businesses, and I have a very supportive partner who is, going to be there to look after our legacy of Dakesis. That we're not really constrained to time frames, or we can do what we like when we like most of the time, I would say, which is we're very lucky.
Good for the soul.
Yeah. Look how happy we all are, because our day jobs are music, our dreams are music, like everything we do is in the music industry. We just bought a recording studio together, which is making us very busy. You know, Adam does music videos and lyric videos, and I run a music school, and these guys are teachers, and we do music. Like, we wake up in the morning and we do music all day, and it's the best.
So in a way, Dakesis is almost like a pressure valve.
Yeah.
All that energy that you've got can be released through
When
that.
you've done your tax returns for like 4 or 5 different businesses, when Amy has done the tax returns for 4 or 5 different businesses, what could be better than getting in the van with your best friends, driving to the other side of the country and like unleashing that energy in a show? It's perfect.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, congratulations on a successful Bloodstock.
Thank you.
And everyone that's listening, obviously check out on social media and all that business.
Yep.
We're on everything, I take it.
You can find us all over the internet,
You can't get away from us.
No, whether you like it or not.
We're there.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for taking the time and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
With everything on the band, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers.